Chapter 8. He nods toward the back seat gently, like he does not want to scare me. "Get in," he says. "Let's talk." I hesitate for half a second, then open the door and sit in the back seat. The car smells clean, faintly like coffee and something minty. As soon as I close the door, the noise from outside fades, and for the first time since the court hearing, I feel slightly protected from the world. He reaches up and adjusts the rear view mirror. Our eyes meet through the glass. He smiles softly. "Natalia," he says. "It's me, Ben Foster, your high school mate." My breath catches. Ben. That name lands somewhere deep in my chest, and suddenly a door opens in my mind. Not wide, not clear, but enough. "Oh," I say quietly. I look at his face more carefully now. The curve of his smile, the way his eyes crease slightly at the corners, the familiar calmness in his expression. It all starts to come together slowly, like a picture loading one piece at a time. "Ben," I repeat. He laughs, relieved. "Yeah, I was worried you didn't recognize me for a second." I let out a shaky breath and nod. "No, I do. I mean, it took a moment, but I do." And it is true. I remember him now, sitting 2 rows behind me in English class, borrowing my notes and never returning them, laughing too loudly during lunch, always kind, always easy. I feel something inside me loosen. "I can't believe it's you," I say, leaning back slightly. "Of all places." "Trust me," he says, starting the car slowly. "I said the same thing in my head." We pull away from the curb smoothly. The courthouse disappears behind us, and I do not look back. "So," he says lightly, glancing at me through the mirror again, "I guess this is not how you imagined running into your favorite high school classmate." I smile despite myself. Favorite is a strong word. "Ouch," he says, pretending to be offended. "I helped you pass math." "You copied my homework," I reply. He laughs. "Details." The sound of his laughter feels warm, familiar, safe. I did not realize how badly I needed that until now. "How have you been?" he asks. "It's been more than a decade, right?" "Something like that," I say. "Honestly, everything feels blurry right now." "I can imagine," he says gently, his tone shifting just enough for me to notice. "You okay?" I nod quickly. "Yeah, I mean, I will be." He does not push. I appreciate that. "So," I say, wanting to change the subject before my emotions spill over, "you drive Uber now?" "Yeah," he says with a shrug. "Life took a different route than I planned." I tilt my head slightly. "I thought you wanted to go to college, engineering or something." "I did," he says. "Got accepted too, but things changed." He pauses briefly at a traffic light. "My family was in a lot of debt," he continues calmly. "Medical bills, loans. I couldn't leave them with that, so I stayed, worked, did what I had to do." I feel a tightness in my chest. "I'm sorry," I say softly. He smiles through the mirror. "Don't be. It made me who I am. Life's not always about the plan. Sometimes it's about showing up." I nod. That sentence stays with me. "You look good," he adds carefully. "Different, but good." I laugh lightly. "Different is one way to put it." His eyes flick down to my belly in the mirror, then back up to meet mine. He does not stare. He does not judge. He just notices. "So," he says gently, "I have to ask, what were you doing at the courthouse?" The question hangs in the air. I swallow hard. "And where is the baby's father?" he adds, his voice respectful, cautious. My smile fades. I look out the window, watching the buildings pass by. My reflection stares back at me faintly in the glass. A woman I barely recognize. My eyes burn suddenly. I start, then stop. My throat tightens. Words pile up in my head, but none of them come out right. Ben notices immediately. He does not look back at me this time. He keeps his eyes on the road. "You don't have to answer," he says quietly. "I didn't mean to pry." I shake my head. "No, it's okay. I don't even know where to begin." He slows slightly, giving me time. "I lost a year of my life," I say finally. "I don't remember it at all." He does not react loudly. No gasp, no disbelief. He just listens. "I woke up yesterday on a train," I continue, my voice trembling now. "I didn't know I was pregnant. I didn't know my life had moved on without me. And then everything fell apart." Tears spill over despite my effort to stop them. "I got arrested," I whisper. "I hurt someone. I was scared. Everything happened so fast." Ben's jaw tightens slightly, but his voice stays steady. "That sounds terrifying." I nod, wiping my cheeks quickly. "I don't even know who the father is." Saying that out loud feels heavy, real. "I'm trying to be strong," I say, "but sometimes I feel like I'm standing on nothing." He exhales slowly. "Nata," he says softly, using the nickname like it is second nature. "You were always strong, even in high school. You just didn't know it." I laugh weakly through my tears. "I cried over a C-." "And then you argued with the teacher and got it changed," he reminds me with a small smile. "That's the part I remember." That makes me smile, really smile. The car continues moving, steady and calm. "I don't know what I'm going to do next," I admit. "But I know I have to find the truth. For me, for my baby." He nods. "You will, one step at a time." I look at him through the mirror again, at this unexpected piece of my past, sitting quietly in the present. Life is strange. Out of everything I could have run into today, I ran into Ben Foster. And somehow, for the first time in a long while, I do not feel completely alone. I lean back against the seat, resting my hand on my belly, and let out a slow breath. Maybe this is how it starts. Not with answers, but with someone familiar reminding me who I am. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what comes next.